So today, President Trump expected to take phone calls with Vladimir Putin and President Zelenskyy. It comes on the heels of a Russian massive drone offensive on Ukraine, maybe the biggest ever. Yesterday, Special Envoy Steve Witkoff said this is about the talks.
I believe that the president is going to have a successful call with Vladimir Putin. They know each other. The president is determined to get something done here, and hopefully, if he can't do it, then nobody can.
Our next guest went to Ukraine to rescue Americans during the 2022 Russian invasion, knows people on the ground right now. Retired Special Forces operator, Save Our Allies co-founder Tim Kennedy joins us. Tim, you know war, but to avoid war, you have to have talks amongst leaders. How does President Trump approach this meeting with Vladimir Putin today?
Well, in a unique way. You know, President Trump on the diplomatic side, he does things differently. You know, he's talking about deals and trades. He's talking about infrastructure. You know, if you want weapons, then how about you give us some minerals? If you want us to be investing in NATO, as we have been completely taken advantage of for the past 75 years, maybe in return, these are the things that we're going to expect economically. So sitting down with both Zelenskyy and Putin, he needs to fight for peace for both of them, obviously for the
Russians
world.
don't want to stop.
No, they don't.
So what can you do to get them to stop? What's the leverage?
The leverage is, as always, money. Russia always wants what's best for Russia, and they're going to play the long game. And this battle of attrition, killing Ukrainians, they can do this for forever. They're happy to fight this war for years.
And they're dying too.
Oh, yes, they are.
They don't care. The Russians don't care that Russians are dying.
No. You know, and that portion of Ukraine, a lot of that population is Russian, identifies as Russian, and so from Russia's perspective, they're fighting to take back Russia. So, like, there's pride and this, like, nationalist pride about the war as well. But, you know, Trump has a fight, but he has to do it from positions of strength, both economically and militarily.
He's got to threaten to sanction the central bank and do it. He's got to threaten third-party sanctions, anyone who buys their oil, and go through it. That means India, and that means an ally, and that means China, not an ally. No. You got a great special. Patton may be the all-time greatest general we've ever had. It's called the General Patton and the Prayer That Changed History. Here's a clip.
There were two enemies, the Germans and the weather. How do you stay alive in combat, but also how do you not freeze to death?
Patton summoned his chief chaplain, Colonel James O'Neill, with an unusual request.
Patton asked the chaplain to devise a prayer for good weather. To his knowledge, no one had ever been asked to devise a prayer for good weather during a battle or a war.
And he got it. Did it work?
Man, it was crazy. You know, had the Germans been successful, they had this push that was trying to divide the Americans after we made our invasion, climbing cliffs, storming beaches, Omaha, at Point to Hawk, like St. Mary and Glees jumping in. Nothing has like warfare like we saw during D-Day. Germans, if they're able to divide us and separate us, they could prolong the war and maybe even, you know, turn the tides. But then General Patton, this offensive of his, the Battle of the Bulge, we have to be successful. There's one thing in the way, weather. We don't have close air support. And December 1944, men are freezing to death in foxholes. And it comes down to faith. 75% of the military still relies on faith. You go back to 1944. This was a turning point in the war, and ultimately it was a prayer, a beautifully written prayer that turned the tides.
And give credit to the chaplain.
Oh, man. It's a beautiful prayer, yes, absolutely.
All right, it's all part of a Fox Nation special. He is so pumped up about it. He was pumped up in the green room about it. And General Patton, another aspect of his personality, he always thought he was a man of destiny.
Yes.
All right, Tim, I'll talk to you on radio, too, okay?
Yes, sir.
Great. So another reason to get Fox Nation.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.